Yo, what's good, Sosa?
I've got some good news for you, my man.
Had a feeling you might. Let's hear it.
Well, it's actually good news for both of us. Because as of today, I'm the agent of Nike's newest athlete.
And that's me.
Good guess.
Oh, man. I'm repping the swoosh, baby. That's what's up.
Yes, you are. What you've been doing on the field made it easy to get a deal done.
Man, I've been waiting for this day to come.
I know you have, man. Keep an eye out for something from Nike. I'm sure they'll be sending you some love.
I'll be looking out for it. Thanks, Sosa.
Of course.
She-Rag got me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see the 2021 rushing champ, Jonathan Taylor. A nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Colts and the Raiders, next on Madden Football.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got it going in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. We're going to go alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Colts in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where he can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where he just want to play some old-fashioned power football. He's one of the most successful coaches.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground. You got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory.
Identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back.
True. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And past the 35, he'll another first down. Looking to throw. Harris. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's out of bounds. Almost for 20 and a first. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And
yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Harris now to throw on second down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And a long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Harris. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are on the board first here in Vegas. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team.
Their quarterback lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Showed some flash. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it up. Off the bootleg. Harris. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Played this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk. We're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground. We can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of yards.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Harris. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure he got it. You don't want to let it get away.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. Gets around him. And he'll keep it moving.
Staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it. 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Harris looking to throw on second down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
In this drive, this time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making play. A couple more times.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hines will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take more than that. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Harris. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Harris on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40. Here's Harris throwing on first down. And that'll be knocked away. Finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they're going to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Off play action. Harris. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our halftime over. So here are the Colts to take over. They defeat them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about.
They're playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he gets this.
If your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And a nice move will yield. And now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Harris. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in.
The midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only make
Good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
3-yard gain there. Back to throw. Harris. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down. And the Colts are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now Harris on 1st and 10. So that'll be... Looking to throw. Harris got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they'll get this well past mid-1st down. On the handoff, Taylor. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 87 yards on the ground. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Harris steps away to his left. And he bats it away.
You can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And down inside the 15 it goes. A 1st down. Now Taylor. And now they're in. Defense, you're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it?
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, the give to Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with a minute. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Off-play action. Harris. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up.
This is Taylor. And he'll take this one down. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A big picks one up. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Indianapolis, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back on track.
All right, you're getting somewhere. A big game or two here could get some people talking. I'll let you later.
It's Madden NFL 23. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts coming off a nice week throwing the ball with 4 touchdown throws. It's the Eagles and the Colts, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got a band.
So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest.
20, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards.
Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get it down.
What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And across the midfield is T.J. Edwards who brought him down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Harris to the right side, complete to Taylor. Eagles and Colts, the 2 best rushing teams in the NFL in 2021 a season ago. The Eagles, maybe a surprise to many that they were number 1 last year. Of course, they got a lot of rushing yards from their core. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the ball on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Off play action. Harris on the move to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Week 11 in the NFL, and the playoff race is starting to take shape. And we got a couple of good divisional matchups coming up in primetime this week. First tonight, the Bengals and Steelers down to Mexico City in Estadio Azteca for the 49ers and Cardinals. And that is going to be a fascinating game to call and watch. And one of us almost missed it. I'll spare you the long story, but my passport was expired. But thanks to the expedited option, got it in time, and off we go down south. 15 and a first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he can only make a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Harris. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see them.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it, and they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harris will set up the screen to Taylor. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. On the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Harris. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they've been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. That's to about the 20. 3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Looking to throw. Harris. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before half.
Remember, it is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley Cox. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw. Harris. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Both these offenses have been their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead the... They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Only a couple.
Get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Harris to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense and some toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Harris now looking to throw on 2nd down. It's in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Harris. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Taken down at the 30.
They're tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Here's Harris to throw on 2nd down. And his throw.
And it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw is Harris. On 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st.
Capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield. It's been field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jelani Woods from 17 yards out. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now. It's down a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got
on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also seem the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score with a big play.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to throw. Harris. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one. In all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a give to Taylor. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
what a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia.